Hi everyone, it's Jody from An Eye for Beauty, and today is Sunday, December 15th, 2024. This is our weekly energy update, but it is also the last day of Mercury retrograde, as well as the last full moon in the sign of Gemini. So today I invite you to take some time to really tune inward and ask yourself what needs to change. What direction are you going in? What from the past, and yesterday could be the past, it could be from last year, it could be from last month, it could be from last week. But what in the past do you need to say goodbye to? What way, what relationship, what action you take, what thought you continue to have, what value you hold? What are you ready to release into the full moon today? And give it thanks, give it gratitude, but say, this is not working for me anymore, and I need to let it go. I'm hearing a lot of people are disappointed. A lot of people are disappointed in their loved ones. A lot of people are disappointed in humanity. A lot of people are carrying this dense, heavy energy around with them, feeling betrayed, feeling like unworthy is another word that I just heard. It's a lot of low vibe energy feelings. And they happen because we are human. So this is not me saying, get rid of them because I want you to be all high vibed. This is more about me sharing with you that when these feelings come in, don't ignore them. Don't shove them under the rug. Don't say, I'm not going to feel that way, or I don't want to feel that way, or shouldn't feel that way. Instead, you need to feel it. You need to figure out why you're feeling it. What can you change? The word mutable is coming in. What can change in your life, or what can you tweak in your life so that you don't carry those feelings around anymore? There may be some level of forgiveness that needs to happen, whether you're forgiving yourself or another. But it's important, especially all these words are coming in right now because we're in Gemini in this full moon. And Gemini is the sign of the twin, but it's also the sign of, it's an air sign, so it's the sign of mental stuff going on. Geminis are also good at, I say, because other signs hold grudges, they're good at getting aggravated or annoyed or angry or frustrated, and then the next minute they're like, fine, maybe we could learn something from that. So today I just want to ask you if there is an area in your life where you, especially in the mental space, where you need to release something so that you can step into this new year fresh, lighter. Do it. Do a release letter and let go of anything that has really been weighing you down. So the first thing we're going to do is pull a card from these cards. These cards are the Spiritual Awakening cards, and there's 52 laws of the universe. And we're going to see which one we're working on right now. So we're going to take the deck and literally split it in half. The law of secondary causation. Stop reacting and start being the person you've always desired to be. So this card is coming in and just basically validating what I said, which is that we want you to be authentically you. And we no longer want you to be what others want you to be, or what you think others want you to be, or how you should act, or how you should speak, or what you should do. This card is asking you to really begin being you. And when people don't agree with you, or they don't accept you for who you are or how you are, don't react to that and don't get defensive. Just continue to lean into forgiving, but more importantly, lean into who you really are, because that is what generally for the collective, the energy says. Be you. Be who you are meant to be. And the card on the other side of that deck that I split is the law of rhythm. The universe is guiding you, so go with the flow. And again, essentially saying to you, Be in alignment with who you're meant to be. And if you're wearing so many masks, or you've been wearing so many masks in this lifetime, it's hard for you to know sometimes who you really are. But then that means take the work in 2025 to do the work to figure out who you are. Because if you're confused and you're unsure, it's time for you to do the work so that you can unravel, like imagine an onion, you're peeling back the layers of the onion to really figure out inside who you are, because the world needs to see you. So here's this card again to show you that card. And here's this card. Okay. Now, we're going to pull our 3 cards, and we're going to see, based on which card you choose, we're going to get a little deeper into what that message is for you. So decide now, 1, 2, or 3. Here's card number 1. You're on a spiritual path, and you're going through a lot of growth. Now, these cards have crystals, so if you want to wear a crystal or purchase a crystal, if this is your card, turquoise is the crystal that goes with this card. You're making necessary life changes right now. Your beliefs are becoming clearer to you, and when you're on the spiritual path, and as we just discussed, by pulling back the layers, another way of saying that is removing the masks one by one to unravel authentically who you really are. I just lost my train of thought. Is that not the craziest thing? Okay, we're going to need to pull another card. I don't even know where I was going with that. Alrighty. Okay. So, I don't know what happened there in that first card. But what I'm wondering is, when I started saying that, if you chose card number 1, if you were like, oh shit, no, I don't want to do that work. I don't want to go on the spiritual path. I don't want to do the work of unraveling the masks or peeling back the layers of the onion. I don't want to. It's too much, or I'm just not interested. Well, all of that is worry. Okay? And this card comes up and says, release the burdens of worry. Give them to God for healing. It's unnecessary. So I honestly really don't know what just happened with card number 1. But you, if you are not on a spiritual path, I have to imagine you are if you're listening to this, but maybe it's the next level, what you need to do. We want you to not worry, but do the work. Go deeper and do the work, because it's going to help you in the long run. These are necessary life changes that you need to make for yourself as you head into 2025. And remember that by doing this work, it's very loving, it's self-love to take care of yourself and do the work that needs to be done to help you. So I hope that you will do what you need to do. The 2 crystals for card number 1, again, are turquoise and citrine. And citrine helps to clear away that negative, burdensome worry that's holding you back. Okay, card number 2. All right, card number 2, you've been doing the work. You know, as we do these cards, it always comes out like the apprentice, and then the beginner, and then the apprentice, and then the master. And here we have again the beginner going on the spiritual path. The apprentice, Unakite is the crystal, and it says, all your great work has opened the door for divine solutions and support. Your prayers are answered. So you're doing the work, and you are being reminded to continue to do the work, because they hear your prayers. The universe, God, they hear you. The angels, they're working with you. They're helping you. They're supporting you. Keep up the good work. Keep doing what you're doing, because it's working. So I hope for people that chose card number 2, that you feel that way, that you're like, yep, I know they're around me, and I know that they're helping me, because they are, and they want you to know that they are. All right, card number 3. Card number 3 is yellow jasper, and the card says, you have been given a God-given strength and power. So instead of fearing what might happen, Stop controlling the situation or the outcome. God has it under control. And a secondary card came out with it. And it says, this was upside down too. Okay. And it says, stay strong in your faith. A positive outcome is dependent on you keeping a positive mindset. So I don't know if you've ever heard the analogy of the spiral. The spiral, what happens is, or an arrow with a spiral, and what happens is when you're on the spiritual path or you're doing growth, self-growth, personal growth, inner work, what happens is you start out and then you're doing the work and you start to see results, and it keeps you going. You're motivated to keep doing the work because you see that it's working. But then all of a sudden, something happens to get you. It's basically the temptation card or the devil card in tarot. And what is happening right now is, now that you've done the work and you see the results, you see that it works, there's still a crack in your belief because you're not 100%. You're dabbling in this, you're doing the work, you're seeing the results, but you're not 100% like, I, without a shadow of a doubt, believe that every time I do this or every time I call upon God, He's got it. I still need to be in control because I'm the human and I'm here on earth and I don't trust it 100%. Well, then what happens is, everything is the law of attraction. If you feel that way, the universe is like, okay, I'm going to serve you a test or 10 tests and let's see how you handle them. And that's where these cards come in. So now you're given this test or 10 tests, and the universe is seeing if you really believe that your prayers are being answered. If you really believe that the divine, the angels, God, the universe is going to support you and have your back each and every minute of every day. Or maybe you really don't believe 100%, so you get in the way and you try to control the situation. Your emotions get involved, and there's that crack in your belief of faith that God will always take care of you, no matter what. That conviction that God is always going to have your back and God is always in charge. And if it doesn't work out, it's because there was something better, or there is something better that is coming along. Now you might ask, what about in a situation where somebody is sick? Well, maybe there is some reason why that person had to have that dis-ease in their body in order to learn something or to receive some sort of generosity, or, I mean, everything is different, but I'm giving you hypotheticals so that you could go through that experience. So in that experience was the growth. There is always a reason why we go through what we go through. There is never a coincidence and there is never an accident. So if you chose card number 3, you have been doing the work. You have seen results in the work. It's not tangible results, as you know. It is results that give you epiphanies and wow moments. But now you're next leveling up. And you are being reminded that you're not in control. God is. So stop having those control issues and trying to control everything. More importantly, what you can control is what goes on inward, which is your faith. And the card says a positive outcome is dependent on you keeping a positive mindset. Stay strong in your faith. There's the actual card. And so keep doing what you're doing. In all of these 3 cards, keep doing what you're doing.